Welcome back, my viewers. This is Jason Gonzalez from Jason G Designs. This is the second part of the custom fonts tutorial series for WordPress. In the last video, we installed Google Fonts for a block theme without a plugin. This time we will use the Create Block Theme plugin to add a font family and to save to our theme. Ready to get started? Let's go. The first thing we want to do is head to this tutorial's resources page at GitHub. Navigate to the Mixin Styles GB folder, then the Custom Fonts 2 folder. Within there will be our example theme for the tutorial. Click the raw button to download if you wish to follow along. Let's also make sure the file is in the downloads directory. Next, we want to upload the theme to WordPress. Since I already have my own development version of the theme, I won't install it here, but you will click Install Now. The next step is to install the Create Block Theme plugin. Simply search for it in the Add Plugins page. Since I already have it installed, it says active, but you can click Install Now. Opening up the typography section under Styles, you can see we already have some fonts ready to go. Specifically, we have Source Sans 3 and Source Code Pro. We're going to install the new font, Poppins. Search for it in the Install Fonts tab. We're going to grab the 400 and 700 variants in normal and italic, once again to keep file sizes small. Let's click the wrench icon to go to Create Block Theme. And quite simply, save changes to the theme. In this clip, I selected only Save Fonts, but you will also want to save style changes. Click Save Changes at the bottom, then the theme will be reloaded. Create Block Theme lets us view the theme.json file right from within the editor. In the Font Family section, we can check if the font face declaration for Poppins is there. Now we have a new entry for Poppins under the Manage Font screen. In the Custom screen, click Select All to activate. This is important as the plugin will not download the font files if they are not activated. From here, we can export a zip file. Doing a quick listing of the contents, we can see at a glance that the files are there. You might be able to do this if your operating system's unzip utility has such a function. Now we can extract the file. Again, looking inside the Assets then Fonts folder, we can see our downloaded font is there. From the extracted theme, copy the Poppins font folder. And paste it into the original theme font folder. Your theme folder will be named Mixin Styles GB -2. Next, copy the new theme.json file. Paste into the original theme's parent directory, overwriting the previous theme.json file. Let's open this file. Sure enough, our font is there with the correct paths. Let's fix some of the existing fonts in our Assets folder. Opening up the first font with a random string, we see that it's EB Garamond Regular. We will rename it to EB Garamond 400 Normal to keep in line with WordPress's font naming scheme. And we will rename the bold version by replacing the 400 with 700. We can do the same for our body font, Jura. Next, we want to replace these in their own folders named EB Garamond and Jura, respectively. In theme.json, we will need to adjust the path accordingly for each font. Let's do a hard reload by pressing Ctrl-Shift-R. As you can see, the font defaulted back to what I assume is the system fonts. No problem, we can just use the Create Block Theme to reset the theme. Now we can see that our fonts are still loaded correctly. The last step is to remove the duplicate custom Poppins font. This step removes the font from WordPress's Uploads folder. Let's see our new font in action. Under Typography, change the body text from Jura to Poppins. Also, let's change the heading too. In this clip, I changed the appearance to bold, but I think this is better left as regular. Let's do the same for the site title block. The site tagline block should also match. and the navigation block. Bold text looks thicker with this font as compared with the theme's default. Let's make the pagination block regular font weight instead of bold. Since this font has thick lines, we're going to adjust certain blocks. We can start by assigning the theme's secondary color to the site tagline. The secondary color is a light gray, receding the text a little more. We will also make the navigation block's page list the same color. The title block represents our post titles on the blog page. This looks a bit large, so let's change the font size to 1.5 rem. The theme's post meta section looks too prominent. Since it is a group block and we don't want to target all group blocks, we will have to go to the settings for this specific block. Within its own style tab, make the size 0.9 rem. We must be careful upon changing to another font, as this method adds a hard-coded inline style. Next, we need to fix the latest post hard-coded font again. In this latest version of the theme, I replaced the hard-coded font family with a variable that can be accessed from theme.json. In theme.json, under the custom section, we can change the latest post heading value to reference pop-ins. Once again, this will need to be changed back upon resetting to the default. Upon refreshing, the font for latest posts is now updated. That's it for now. I might explore making a tutorial about using Create Block Theme to add the new fonts as part of a style variation. I haven't decided whether to make this a video or a written tutorial. Creating a style variation, however, will give us more fine-tuned control over the look. Just a reminder, I've just now restarted my blog's newsletter. You can subscribe to that at Jason G Design's front page to stay updated. Thanks, my viewers, for watching and following along.